dropping in for a little bit of coaching corner today. I want to discuss with you stoplights. So stoplights have red, yellow, and green. Red means stop, green means slow, yellow means caution, warning, slow. That's how I taught my girls when they were toddlers to remember these lights, right? And we see them all over the place, but I want to propose the idea that we need to have stoplight foods in our eating. So a red food might look like a food that every time you eat it makes you feel really sick, whether you have an allergy to it or it upsets your stomach. It's something that you just prefer not to eat at all because of how it makes you feel. Then we have a yellow food where you can have it around and you can have it every once in a while, but it doesn't make you feel the best and feel the most healthy and happy, but it can, be eaten still. For me, that might look like pizza every once in a while. And then we have our green foods, and our green foods look like foods that when we eat them, we feel super healthy every time we eat them. And these foods are going to shift and change. Something might be green right now, but might be yellow later, might be red during your luteal phase of your menstrual cycle. There's things and seasons of where our foods are in stoplights, but I want you to consider maybe what your stoplight foods are right now. So we have the one side of how foods make us feel. Then we have the other side of foods, and a red food might look like foods, what we call no break foods, meaning once that bag or box is open, I do not stop eating them until they're gone. This is like me and Cadbury eggs at Easter time. Like if that bag is open, it's gone. So that's a red food for me. Then there's yellow foods where they can be out and I can snack on them a little bit, but I tend to not binge or overeat them. In our family, every weekend we make our charcuterie board, and that's what a charcuterie would be for me. Like it's not the healthiest, in most cases, like cheese and crackers aren't, but it's just something that's yellow for me. I eat a lot, but I don't tend to overeat it, And then there's green foods that no matter how much I have of it, I'm not going to overeat. Like I don't overeat vegetables. It's just not what I do. I tend to eat veggies until I feel like there's an adequate amount, and then I'm great. I don't tend to overeat them, continue to eat them. So we have how food makes us feel, and then we have our ability to monitor ourselves as we eat those foods. So those are your stoplights. I like to challenge my clients to create an awareness around food by writing down the foods they eat and what time they eat them and what stoplight they were for them. How did it make you feel? Did it make you feel full? Did it make you feel not full? Could you stop eating them? Were you always going back for more? So there's some things to think about in creating an awareness of stoplight foods that creates nutrition that's personal to you instead of some program over here where somebody tells you what to eat and you get sick of it or tired of it or just can't possibly stomach one more bite of that. That's really not honoring the intention and the intuition that I have when it comes to creating our nutrition pyramid. So in the nutrition pyramid, mindfulness is on the bottom. So we need to create an awareness of what food does to us. And by doing this stoplight analogy, it really helps to kind of segregate foods. Then let's say you go to a party and there's some red foods there. You get to then make a decision whether or not you want the consequences of that red food. For example, if I start eating that, am I going to be able to stop? Or am I willing to have that stomach ache tomorrow night or tonight when I go to bed? Sometimes the answer is, yeah, I am. Right now I'm going to celebrate. And sometimes the answer is, no, I don't think I want to deal with that consequence right now. That's not part of my goals. That's not part of my journey right now. And then honoring that. That's really important in creating those stoplight foods so that then we honor those laws or boundaries that we're giving ourselves. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you again later.